Science Beetle.
Hey, welcome back. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the links page. That's going to be the focus of this particular video lesson. And the links are at the very top here. You'll notice we've got a link for parents, students, calendar, the standards, tutorial, video tutorials, practice study links, and AP Chem. Now, most of this information is going to be applicable to my pre-AP class. The link at the very end, however, is going to be specifically for my AP students. Now, I do want to give you a little bit of a heads up. As I am going to be redesigning this website over the summer, it may look slightly different for you. However, it's still going to have the same parts in terms of the links at the top. It'll have the middle announcement section and then the links for homework, lab notices, and science terms at the bottom. If you click on the Parents tab here for a second, you'll see that you've got several announcements here. Typically, what I provide parents is I do provide them with a access to various announcements, chemical reminders, which I call chem reminders, as well as allowing them a way to access Infinite Campus. Now, for parents, if you do not know what Infinite Campus is, I strongly urge you to get this. Same thing for the students. I strongly urge you to get this because this is where you're going to find out if you have any missing assignments, what your current grade in the class is going to be, and what you need to do to rectify the problem if there is one ever for you. It's also going to be Infinite Campus where I'm going to be providing you messages that will communicate directly through the school provided system. Now, oftentimes I do provide announcements for students, and these are just general announcements that I give them so that they can be aware of some things that are coming up. To this end, I also utilize a program or an app called Remind. It used to be called Remind 101, but it's changed then. It's now just called Remind, and that's available through the Chem Reminders tab here. So let's take a look at both of these. But before I do, let me show you what it looks like for the students. Notice it's going to be very similar for the students, with the exception of the bottom two links here for MSDS and vocabulary. These are the two links that could be accessed from the front page at the very bottom, but I've included them here in case students want a very specific, quick and easy way to locate these two links from this particular tab. So let's look at the announcements page for right now. If we click on the announcements page, you're going to see some announcements for my previous year. And so here's what we have available to you. On the screen, you've got some remind alerts here at the far right. And then you've got some general announcements that are going to be provided here on the main part of the window. The same thing is going to be available for the students. So if you click on announcements under students, it's the same window. It's no different. So in other words, it's just going to be the same thing for both parents and for students. The same is true for the Chem Reminders. So let's show you the Chem Reminders in the Student tab. And the Chem Reminders tells you a little bit about the app and how it works. You'll go ahead and download it either from the Play Store for Google or from the iOS App Store, and you download it, install it into your phone of choice. Once you've done that and you want to get signed up, sign up is very easy. You simply need to text the phrase @BetaChem to the following number, 469-507-2977, or you can download the instructions. Fairly easy to do, and you can do that there for yourself. And if you ever want to unsubscribe, the instructions are provided here at the bottom. Okay, and so that's available for both parents and for students. And in a later tutorial, I'll show you what that actually looks like. For right now, I just want to mention it. If you click on Standards, this is going to be the section where you will find some downloadable files for us that are essential for chemistry. In other words, competencies, things that you must know as a student. If you're a parent, you want to go ahead and focus on the content tracker. And so let's show you what that looks like. If you download this, it is a PDF. It will show you exactly what we will be covering throughout the year. Now, it's not presented in any specific order. However, we do tend to follow the section here beginning at the very top, moving all the way down to chemical reactions, gases, solutions there at the very end. And one of the last things we do cover throughout the year is thermochemistry. Then at the bottom, you'll see some processes and skills available here. But notice that everything is actually coded by a TEK number here on the side here. And so you'll notice all of these are identified there. Document is for you to kind of keep track of the things that we're learning in class, students. And for parents, this is a way for you to track kind of how your students are doing in the classroom. You pair this document up with Infinite Campus, and now you've got a powerful tracking tool that allows you to know exactly how your student is doing in our class. So let's go ahead and go back one page. And so we'll scroll to the top, and now we'll look at tutorial. And tutorial here is going to be available for you. The essence of the page identifies the regular tutorial, the mandatory after school tutorial that's available to you, and the times that we actually meet. So you want to go ahead and look at this when you have some time and kind of familiarize yourself with the schedule for the tutorial for the upcoming year. One of the most important pages on this website is going to be the video tutorials. So if you click on that page, you'll see that there are lots and lots of videos on here. These are videos that have been prepared for you as the student so that you can go back and review a lot of the content that has been presented in class. And you want to go ahead and do this in a very specific manner. In a later tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the process that I would like for you to utilize in going through these video tutorials. But look at this, there are lots and lots. Last time I counted, the video list was in excess of 160 videos, and the list is growing as we try to refine the lessons that I'm providing for you, making sure that the video lessons are broken up into the various sections so that you can actually go and find the specific video for the specific content knowledge that you're trying to learn and master, and that way you can review and review even after the school day has ended and you've gone home over the weekend. You still have access to me on video format teaching you those concepts. If we scroll all the way to the very top, again, we go in back and we see that there are some links provided for you. These links are provided by a professor out of California State University, Mr. Wigner out of California State University, and we are using some of those links. We are using this as a fair use through the fair use agreement that he's provided. Another site that you've got access to is the Colorado FET site. And this site here allows you to access a lot of information. And we'll break that up for you as well. And so let's scroll back to the very top. And then for my AP students, they will click on this and they'll be able to see information related to their information. This particular page is growing. It is going to be updated so that it's a little bit more reflective of more useful content. But this is available for them. And so this video essentially has gone over all of the links at the very top in the first section. And what I want to do in the next couple of videos is kind of look at the middle section, show you what access you get there briefly, and then dive into the bottom section where you can learn how to access your homework, find information on chemicals through the SDS as well as the science terms. And so subscribe and keep watching our videos, and we'll see you in the next video.